Hello and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod, and it's time to do my weekly set of procrastination. That's right, we're crashing a Titan. Or two Titans? Well, it depends on the week we're on, right? By the way, I said last week that I would do a 2014 class subset of vids, because just like I did a 2013 one, but I've come to start thinking about it differently. I'm thinking I'm going to make that into a short. Or shorts. I'm thinking of like featuring the 4-star characters that came out in each class. Because honestly, that's what it comes down to for these PvPs, right? Some of the 3-stars are worth noting, you know, like Scarlet Witch or Doctor Strange, something like that. And obviously that can be done as well, but I mean, you know, some are notable. They are, but I mean, those 4-stars are really what define these PvPs. You're going to see lots of Nick Furies in this one, for example, or lots of Elektra, lots of Lady Thor. Actually, probably not too much Lady Thor. She's the only charge tile maker around in this time. But you get the point. You know, you're gonna see lots of certain characters. Even Devil Dino is going to get a little bit of play because he was one of 4-stars available in the time. So instead of making a single full video dedicated to this, I'm thinking of making shorts, like kind of just highlighting like really quick blurbs what was good about this character in 2014 and what was good about that character in this class of 2014, etc, etc. If you think it's a horrible idea, let me know, but other than that, I've kind of already got some of the footage laid out that I'm going to use. I just got to splice it together and, you know, make it pretty. So anyways, what's up, John? Good to see you, bud. Fury and Lady Thor kill Electron. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, all in all, like, I think Fury's honestly one of the best ones right now, only because he's got the most recent buffs. It's kind of crazy to think, because his new change to yellow isn't my favorite, but the fact that they've addressed his power levels makes him pretty darn substantial. And then Elektra is obviously with her Shadow Step, that's the definition of annoying right there. Yeah, well, we get it. Anyways, let's get into it. We're here for a crashing of a Titan or two, and it's 2 today, or this week. Last week? What do we count this? Is it? Yeah, I guess we say last week, right? Anyways, okay, who is it? I see Namor symbol, so we know who we're going against. This guy, and of course he has to cheat to be relevant. 555 Namor, cheating all the way, 2 levels higher than he should be. He still isn't on my list of priorities or threats in this game, but when he came out in MPQ, he wasn't even close to being a threat. He had some strong hitting moves. There's nothing wrong there, but plenty of characters in this game have strong hitting moves. Problem is, are they cost effective? Namor exhibited really great strides. What it's like to have really expensive moves that do decent damage, but just take so much time in the match to build up to that point. He has abilities that measure how many blue tiles are out there on the board and does damage if there's so much out there, and it's good damage. There's another ability that destroys a section of the board in the shape of a trident. It looks really, really nice, actually. Good animation, and it does good damage, but again, takes a lot of AP. And there is his black, which does good damage. It also gives the enemy 1 black AP because he's benevolent. Now that's when he first came out, okay? Nowadays it's a little different. The powers are worded just a little different. There's a little more push to him, a little more pizzazz. But is he a threat anymore? No. They made him a little better, and for all that effort, we still have 4-stars that outclass him by far today. Sorry, Namor, you're just not as kick-ass as you were in Black Panther 2. What's that? Namor has to love Puck. No one hates on him with Puck around. That is true. You're right. Hey, what's up, Mark? Good to see you, bud. So, who are we going to smack around Namor with? I say this and watch Namor's going to kill me and get like a good cascade of colors, but let's see. The Lizard. I shouldn't say the, it's just Lizard, right? You know, it's Yeah, let's get rid of these boosts. We don't need these. Okay, so Lizard is, I want to say newer, but he's not that new in this game. Later half of MPQ's life. Can we say it like that? Lizard came out and once again, much like Namor, didn't really hit with a big splash or anything, but he definitely brought some interesting mechanics to the game. Ectothermic, we're just going to leave that on the side because honestly, even when you pump up to 5, it only costs 7. If I'm going to give it any sort of due shine, any sort of nice talk, it does some damage to enemy team. Not a lot for being a 4-star. It only costs 7 though. And then if there's 11 or fewer blue, you get an extra bit of damage to a random enemy. And if there's at least 7 red tiles on the board, you get a little bit of extra damage to a random enemy. Yeah, that's it. It's a lot of if, thens, and buts. So you're going to spend 7 green, you're going to get some guaranteed damage to the enemy team, but it's not a lot. And then you'll get a little bit extra on top, like a little cherry on top, if you meet these other requirements. It's too much work. It's too much effort to spend your AP on. Honestly, you can put in someone else on your team that uses the green efficiently. But what really counts is his tail whip and his R complex. His tail whip is pretty good. 7 black. That's not too expensive, just like the green, right? It deals okay damage. That's not what we're here for, though. It's a 3-turn stun, and it's on black. Again, like I've said in previous videos, most of your stuns in this game are on blue or on purple. Sometimes they're on an odd color, like Things has his on red, or Sandman has his on green. Well, here's a black stun. That's pretty good. There's not a lot of these out there. Why is this significant? Well, 3 turns of stun for 7 black, and then when Lizard would take more than X amount of damage, he reduces that damage by a small amount and creates a countdown that restores health to Lizard every turn. If you do the math, you could actually restore more than that amount of damage. I'm not saying that's game breaking, but it's nice to just kind of erase a hit that has been done to you. But while that countdown's on the board, Lizard cannot trigger his tail whip manually. Okay, you basically can't do another tail whip while the tail is gone. But it's okay. That doesn't happen way too often. Honestly, you could just use the black to stun people, and as long as that countdown's not out there, which in other words have someone else tanking, you can use this black all day long. Moving on, R complex. 7 purple. You notice all of his abilities are 7s? It's kind of interesting to me. I wonder if there's like a code in there. Anyways, for R complex, convert up to 4 basic tiles in the bottom row to 1-turn fortified repeaters, each of which fortifies itself, swaps 1 space up, and converts any swap blue tiles to red. So that kind of helps his green a little bit, but it's a little too late, right? When one of these repeater tiles reaches the top row, it removes itself and its fortification and deals a good amount of damage, honestly. For that much damage, for 4 tiles being out there, it's pretty good. The problem is you got to wait X amount of turns for them to climb to the top. And if you're matching tiles and making them fall, they might not ever reach there. But for each of those repeater tiles on the board, Lizard takes less damage. Why is this ability really good to me? It's fortified repeaters. You're getting repeaters out there, which are fun for some characters that use them, like, I don't know, 4-star Human Torch, if you want to play with extra repeaters out there, people that actually count that. And then they're fortified, and they re-fortify themselves every turn. So characters that like fortified tiles, like Shuri, I'm sure you've seen me say that a billion times, Heimdall, Odin if you really want. Anyone that plays with fortified tiles is going to love Lizard, because for 7 purple, you're putting out 4 tiles that keep themselves fortified as they climb up the board. So he's pretty important for this ability alone. Hey, what's up, Darkseid? Oh, thanks for the re-up, dude. I appreciate it, dude. Good to see you, and I'm doing pretty good, man. We're just getting ready to crash a Titan or 2 here. So now we've got done explaining Lizard and why we do like him over here, especially better than Namor. We're gonna go beat Namor into the sand, and he's definitely not as strong as he is in Black Panther 2. So we got that on our side. Oh, one-on-one fights, so we gotta turn on these effects. Oh, they are on already. What was I doing recently? No matter. Okay, let's get that match 5 out of the way because that's ours. Now I'm going to be gunning for this purple and black as much as I can because that is stun and our complex is he took that match 5 as well. Computer got jealous and wanted its own match 5. Anyways, we want that stun and we want those R complexes out there. I'll take that purple. And what? Take that one. So now that I got the R complex ready to go, I'm a little more comfy because this is going to be a bit of a game changer. Each of those tiles is going to crawl up, potentially making matches, but potentially doing work for me. And if one of them happens to reach the top, that's honestly just a bonus. Take this black over here. Look at them work. Now if I match those reds underneath them, they're just going to fall, and that's kind of goes against what I'm trying to do, but at the same time, it's no big loss. It's not like it's the end of the world if that happens. There's not a lot of good matches on this board right now. I'll just take this team up for now. And of course he takes my purple. That was mine, sir. Nothing in place still. I'm just going to put that red over here so they don't accidentally match themselves. Oh, you get to see him toot his horn. Look at that horn toot. Up there, my tail whip came out. Giving me some of my health back. Those matches are automatically being made for me. Don't have to worry about that at all. And I'm thinking I'm going to match, I don't know, since I don't see a black anywhere, a purple, or a green, I'll probably just match this blue since he seems to like having so many of them on the board. If I can get a little more purple, I'll throw another R complex out there, but doesn't seem to want to be. There we go. We get to see what the green looks like, right? Ectothermic. Now, if there are 9 or fewer blues on the board, but there's 13, if there are at least 9 red tiles on the board, which there are, it's currently 10, it gets more damage. So we're going to see part of it. Like, there's the full animation, and we get a little extra damage because we fulfilled one of the 2 extra needs. I don't see a black, don't see a green, don't see a purple. I'll do this. I was hoping he'd move that. Oh, see, our complex made a purple match for me. Yay, our complex. I'm gonna make another purple match using the R complex. Oh man, his mercy. It is a little damaging. I'll give him that. My tail up came in handy though, protecting me from further damage, giving me some health back. It's good stuff. Let's get complicated in here. And what? As much as I want to match that blue away, I think I'll let him do it. I'll take the purple. I know it's a match 5, but what's that? I actually managed to get a full damage green as I had the requisite red and minimum blue. That's crazy. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were a witch. Hey, we can fire off our own tail whip. Wham! Right in the kisser. I know it's supposed to be pow, but you know, give me something. Okay. That's one fight down. Namor can sit down for a minute here. A unicorn move. Nice. Okay, now we're going to go Misty Knight. Misty Knight uses fortified tiles to her benefit. When she came on the scene, she was someone else that uses fortified tiles to help out the team. That's kind of part of her shtick. She, anytime fortified tiles get matched, she heals herself and her team. And that's all well and good. But she doesn't have a lot else going for her, especially seeing as her green, while it does a lot of damage, it also removes all the fortifications out there. So, kind of counter... I don't know. It goes against her in some ways because those fortifications help you heal the team. Like, what are you doing here? I guess it's like if there's one enemy left, let's finish them off. But at the end of the day, there's other people that use fortifications way more efficiently than Misty Knight. On a side note, her blue does make attack tiles, and they can get annoying if you let them rack up. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this. Come on, Lizard. Let's heal up. And yeah, let's go. What's that, like getting Black Bolt to blow up the board or Captain America's yellow? Which Captain America's yellow? Because, I don't know, all of them are deserving. Even the revive someone with Captain America rarely ever happens. Speaking of yellow, she just took a whole bunch of it. It's a good thing I don't have a plan for it right now. Let's see, we need... Let's say you actually get Black Bolt's full damage often when using them. If anything, I have to keep an eye on my AP to make sure he doesn't spend it all on board nuke. Oh, okay. It's nice, Dark. It's good info. It's kind of interesting to hear that you still use Black Bolt after all this time. That's actually what I'm learning right now. Oh, purple. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like there was like a no comment in there. Not really, but when using him as boosted for a charge team, it's necessary to keep an eye on him. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. I think we're going to stun her now. I'm going to give her a little bit of the tail. Bam! Right in the... not going to say it. I wanted to. I did. There's a lot of red out there. And there's no reason for me to destroy that, really. I'd rather have the green or the purple or the black. So let's take just that. That bolt's another guy who was super annoying when used by CPU. Well, yeah, with his wife and pet, So that last one with Medusa and Lockjaw, you notice that he wasn't there? He was out of town, and Omega Red took the place in Daddy's throne. It was kind of interesting that they did that for him. I wonder if they can make that more often. Because honestly, I think it'd be kind of neat if like a new character got to take the place in some of the essential nodes every time a new character comes in. It would make the nodes a little more intriguing each time. Especially if we're getting used chain against them, that's guaranteed damage. I get hit. Like, yeah, it's true. But man, Jane is so good. Isn't it worth it? I want that purple. Ah, I almost matched it up. Ma'am, you don't need that green. You can't radio in help. This ain't gonna help you. Ouch. Okay, so it's a little damaging. It's okay, that's what our tail is for. And then we're gonna get complex again. She's cheating on the king? I know. Honestly, if you're Medusa, how could you even fathom that? I'm gonna get rid of that black. I'm gonna forego the extra healing just to get the black to stun her again. Okoye, Gore, Omega Red. I've been thinking about that, John, but the problem is once Omega Red gets champed, he will probably tank over her because he's so new. And Okoye is, well, so old. But we're going to see. I'm going to find out as soon as I can, and you know it. I like how you're already thinking about that because I was there too. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, that hits the whole team, and it's guaranteed. Right off the rip, you're going to have a team hitting ability with no downside. Just like Gore, you're going to have something that hits 3 people, no downside. So, I totally see that as well. Let's get Ectothermic on her. Wow, that actually did some decent damage finally. I would like more purple or black or green, and I'm not seeing any of it. I guess I'm going to match this, just to get a cascade. Uh-oh. 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 She won. She won! Oh god, she had too much green. Ah, no! Lizard, no! Okay, we'll just go in there again. She did green twice, so to her credit, she had a lot of green matches, and that works. No big deal. So now, I'm just going to say no, you can't have that green. We have to remember, our greens overlap. She's going to want them just as much as, well, actually probably she wants them more than I do. I'm going to make that match 4. There we go. Let's do the match 5 over here. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get that R complex out there now. It is surprising that she got the upper hand there, but at the same time, hey, she had all that green. I was ignoring the green because honestly, Ectothermic kind of sucks. So, makes sense. She can have that match 4. Or I will take it myself as a match 5. Jeez, that was a nice little cascade. Get complex again. Yes, John. Kapow right in the kisser. Thank you. Let's see. How best to match that? That is... I feel like I could do something more with that. And I don't see it. So, oh well. I guess I'll just have to take it as a normal black match. Then I'll stun her afterwards. Ma'am, I was going to use my tail. Ma'am. Oh well. We don't want that. We don't want... I'll just take the black right there. Thank you. I kind of gave her some green though by doing that. What do you think that thin rectangle around her and when she does that move is supposed to signify? Like, I don't know anyone else that has like a thin rectangle surrounding them as they walk forward. Like, what's that supposed to be all about? I mean, it's a neat little animation. I'm not going to take that away from them. But I wonder if, like, why we haven't seen it on other characters if it's just for cool looks. Let's get some more R complex out there. By the way, for R complex's purposes, I got 3 sets of them out there. That last line, I just want you to remember that. For each of these repeater tiles on the board, Lizard takes 6% less damage. So, I have a lot of those out there right now. That's a lot less damage I'm taking. It's a lot of tile shuffling, too. I'll take that one right here. Uh-oh. Oh, well. Poor Misty. That's a little more like it. And there we go. That is the Lizards, or Lizards. Crashes of the Titan. We knocked down Namor and punched Misty out after we had to take 2. But hey, all's well that ends well. How dare Misty? I know, right? How dare she? That's not right. Hey, good night, Mark. Good to see you around. So that's it for now, though. I'm going to make these shorts here, well, shortly. Maybe not tonight. Probably sometime during the day tomorrow. Something like that. And I already got some of the footage ready. I'll see what I can post for class 2014. I'm still learning how to make these shorts look, I don't know, a little cooler. I'm using free apps and whatnot, so I don't know. If anyone has suggestions on how to make what apps to use to make your shorts a little cooler, I'm willing to listen. So, thank you very much again. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Dark. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. I'll talk to y'all later. Good night.